Hello everyone and welcome to Will, A Wonderful World. Now, this is a visual novel style kind of game that has puzzle elements and also I heard some horror elements as well. Basically, you're put in the role as someone playing God in a way. I'm assuming this girl on the home screen here. You receive letters from different characters from different time zones talking about certain things that are going on in their life, and you get to change the words around and change the outcome, change their fate. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into this. There was an urban legend. Write your troubles down on a note, hold it in your hand at midnight and pray. God, please help me. Then God will hear your plea and change your fate. It was only a legend, though, that has gone viral for a brief period of time. Excerpt from Modern Urban Legends. Ugh. My head hurts. Where am I? What happened? You finally woke up! I've been waiting for so long, I was beginning to worry that you might never wake up. It's a talking dog. And are you... My pet? Must stay calm. How dare you call me a pet? Do I look like a pet? Well, yes. I am your servant, don't you remember? Servant? Servant? What is this dog going on about? Am I having a dream? Servant as in you could help me fetch the newspaper? Have you lost your memories? Lost my memories? Yeah, you fell down the stairs yesterday. Then you passed out. I suspected you might have hit your head. I fell? But it's not hurting anywhere. Anyway, let's both settle down a little. How about a quick test? Now look into my big, beautiful eyes and tell me, what is my name? Fluffy? Fluffy my ass! Well, I guess you really did lose your memories. My name is Will. Sometimes I go by Willie. Willie? Yes, Willie. Willy Wonka? No, it's just Willie. I don't own a chocolate factory. Also, don't you know that chocolate is dangerous to dogs? Oh wait, I'm not a dog. Oh boy, it seems worse than I thought. Listen to me carefully. I'm not a dog, and you're not a human. That doesn't sound right. We are gods. What? Yes, that's right. We are gods. How did you know what I was thinking just now? I'm a god. Of course I know. As gods, it is our job to change the fate of the humans who ask us for help. Humans encounter all kinds of troubles in their lives, and sometimes they would pray to us, hoping for some kind of miracles, as they call it. We can help them and grant them their wishes, or not. It's all up to you, of course. Wait. Stop babbling so fast. I don't understand what you're saying at all. I'm not babbling, you're just too slow. You know what? Let's start with the job orientation, shall we? Come over here. It's time to do some work. Wait, are we starting already? I still don't have a clue on what's going on. Besides, didn't you just tell me that we're gods? Why do gods have to work? Don't lie to me just because I've lost my memories. I was not lying. In any case, if you don't finish today's work, we won't have any dinner tonight. Fine. See that small red box? That is a message from the human today. Alright, let's see what she's got herself into this time. I want to go home. Oh, okay. My name is Lee Wynn.
I'm a senior at Yingnan High School. Today I went to play tennis for the first time since I had moved to my new place at a nearby tennis court. It was a very ill-maintained court, so barely anyone ever used it. The light over the tennis court was maintained by some of the residents themselves. The dim light bulb kept making a buzzing noise. 1, 2, 3. I had just hit all 30 of the balls that I had, so I picked up the now empty basket. I walked to the other side of the court and collected the balls before hitting them all again. No one else was on the tennis court. All I could hear was the sound of the balls hitting my racket and of them bouncing off the ground. The light bulb flickered twice and went out. I picked up most of the balls and left the court, walking towards a small alley. I had walked through it earlier on my way to the court. The alley was always dark, no matter what time of day it was. I kept humming to myself quietly in my head just to be less scared. I arrived at my apartment when I suddenly realized that my keys were not in my pocket. I tried to think back. I must have left them at the tennis court. If the light hadn't suddenly gone out, I would have noticed that they were not on me. Well, this sucked. It was too late to go back to the court, not to mention that I might not even be able to find it anyway without any light. A desk lamp was on in the manager's office, as was the radio, but nobody was in there. I stood outside the window and waited for a long time, but Uncle's son, who was supposed to be on duty tonight, never showed up. The motion sensor lights in the hallway kept turning on and off every few minutes. I was beginning to feel a little scared. A late-night talk show was on. The hosts were talking about a popular urban legend that had also been making the rounds at school, too. It said that if you wrote a note to God in the middle of the night, then God would solve all of your problems for you. Jing was really into this stuff. Well, if such a God really exists, maybe he or she could help unlock the door for me? Or make Uncle Sam come back to his office soon? Please, please. Lee Win. I also just realized that I said Uncle Sam instead of Uncle Son. So this is all the text that I just read. I don't know the gameplay mechanics, but I'm assuming... Okay. Well... Do people always write to gods just because they forgot their keys? Not always, no. But humans are exceptionally annoying. You'll see a lot more random nonsense of all kinds in the future. Forget about why she asked for our help for now. Let's take a look at how we may help her. Now use this pen I just gave you. We can slice this letter into several pieces. Now see, some of these pieces are black and some of them are white. To prevent logical chaos, some of these pieces cannot be moved. These pieces are designated in black. Meanwhile, the white pieces can be moved anywhere with one exception. No white pieces can go past the first or the last piece. Now that you understand the limitations in moving these pieces, you may feel free to move the white pieces around. After you rearrange the white pieces, these events will happen exactly as you want in the human world. If your rearrangement has altered the previous causal links within the events, naturally, the ending of the letter will be changed. Well, that's about it. What? Are you telling me that I could change what has happened to the human by moving these sentences around? Exactly. Isn't it straightforward? Oh gosh, that is so awesome. Can you do it too? Only the person who is holding the pen is capable of doing this. Go ahead, give it a try. Once you make your decision, just click OK. So this is just the first part, okay. Well, we're obviously going to switch these two around so that she leaves the court before the light goes out. Let's see here. The alley was always very dark to begin with, and with the light gone, it had become pitch black. I couldn't even see my hands in front of my face. I kept having a feeling that something was going to happen. Scenes from the horror movies and homicide show I'd seen suddenly flashed through my head. Since I was too scared, I turned around and picked another longer way home. The detour was a crowded and lively street. It was full of people hanging out and waiting in front of bars, and a lot of arcades were still open. I was planning to head straight home and go to bed, but I saw the... Oh. Hey, there's some text highlighted in blue here. That means it's a term archived in our dictionary. The human's letters often include some special terms related to their day-to-day lives. These terms will be highlighted. Since we are gods, there's nothing that we don't understand. Therefore, whenever we encounter one of these strange terms, a definition for them will automatically appear in our dictionary. We may either click on the highlighted blue text to see the explanation for that specific term, or browse all of the archived terms in the dictionary. By the way, similar to the dictionary, we also keep a record of the profiles of everyone who has written to us. All you need to do is click on their header pictures in the letter selection screen to read about them. Oh wow, being a god is so convenient. Yes it is. I'm going to reread this now. I was planning to head straight home and go to bed, but I saw the latest version of the stuffed Sir Spotty through the window of an arcade. So what's Sir Spotty? Sir Spotty is a cartoon cat character by British artist Kevin Clifford. It quickly became popular globally due to its unique style and sharp eyes. Its success lifted Clifford out of poverty and made him a worldwide sensation overnight. According to Kevin, the inspiration of the character came to him during a trip of his. It looks a little bit like Hamtaro. Something about this face makes me think of Hamtaro. Unfortunately, it was not for sale. I had to get it out of a claw machine, and I really wasn't good at those. I spent almost all of the cash I had on me, but I didn't even come close even once. Miss, we're about to close. Please check your belongings and don't leave anything behind. I lowered my head in disappointment. I noticed that there was a bottle of some kind of drink on the counter that had appeared out of nowhere. Perhaps somebody had forgotten it there. I picked it up and threw it in the trash on my way out. I got home and turned on the light. All of the boxes I had moved in 2 days ago were still lying all over the floor. Tomorrow, I'll unpack them tomorrow. Grammar issues, okay. I'm too exhausted now. At least the shower felt great. I got out of the shower, climbed into bed, and immediately fell to sleep. Good night. Look, because of what you did, now it's the alley that has a broken light bulb instead of the tennis court. Therefore, the girl would not have left her keys at the dark tennis court. Even though it was only a tiny change, you have indeed changed her fate. Oh, okay. I was thinking that the light bulb was still going to be the one on the tennis court, but she would have just left before the light had turned off. I see now. It can really change the story in different ways, I suppose, that you don't think about. More importantly, you might have changed more than what we are seeing right now. The impact of this tiny event could last for a long time, maybe even influence her entire life. A chain reaction like this is called the butterfly effect in the human world. We still can't be certain of how big the impact to her future is going to be. But keep in mind that our power has a potentially dangerous side to it. We must never abuse it. I understand. Well, we are done with this letter. Let's go back and see if there are more. If this letter is really over, then that's going to be the end of this episode. Let me see here. Being a god is so easy. Don't get too excited. You still have a lot to learn. I've fetched the letters for you up until now. From now on, you should be getting your own letters. I've placed a mailbox at the bottom left corner of the screen. If the flag is up by the mailbox, it means that there are new letters inside. Did you hear a sound like ding ding just now? I did actually. That's the new letter notification. Whenever you hear it, it means some new letters have arrived. If you've processed all the letters at hand, then go check that mailbox. Got it. Alright, well I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. To me, so far the game seems really interesting, and hopefully I can make a good series out of this. I don't know if too many people will catch on to this series or like or watch it, but that's fine. Not everybody has to. It's the little things that matter. Anyways, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for this episode. I will catch you guys in the next one.